Alright, so we're here with Charlie today and we're going to do some exercises for her shoulder complex. We're going to first start off with an isolated exercise for her shoulder complex. So the purpose of doing isolated exercises is to increase the intramuscular coordination. So it's the fibers in the muscle, it's so that they're able to work together. We can perform these exercises after we've done the neuromuscular releasing and lengthening of the overactive muscles. So isolated exercises and the integrated exercises, we're going to be performing those on the muscles that were underactive to help strengthen them. So the first one we're going to do is for the shoulder complex. So we're going to have her, you can use resistance bands, dumbbells, anything basically for these. You're just going to ensure that the client is in a proper position. So I'm going to get you to stand with your feet hip distance apart. I'll have you holding onto this band. So first and foremost, you're going to have your feet hip distance apart. You want to make sure your core is engaged, and you're going to just lift it up to shoulder level. You're going to hold it here for 2 seconds, and then let it come down for 4 seconds on the eccentric contraction. Okay. So you want to make sure you don't go above your shoulder level. You just want to keep it nice and level here. So you'll go up, hold for 1, 2, come down on a 4 count. And for these ones, you can do them 3 or 5 times a week. You can do the repetition 10 to 15 times, and you can do 1 or 2 sets of them. Okay. So I'll get you to start off with that one. No, this one next time. Okay. 2. Perfect. Your core is nice and engaged. Good. And if you're finding this too easy, you can always shorten up the resistance band, or you can get a more difficult resistance band, because all the resistance bands have different levels. The next, good job. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is positional isometrics. So this is also used to activate your muscles. Get you started here for me. Perfect. It's also used for underactive muscles. So we're going to get you to go to the end range of your motion. You're going to hold there for 4 seconds. I'm going to push against you, you're going to push against me, and then you'll return to resting, and you can repeat that 4 times. It's just done as needed. So I'll get you to bring your arm up just to this point. So you're going to push up, and I'm going to push down. Not as hard as you can go, just about 25%. And then relax. Push up again. Relax. Up. Good. Relax. One more time. Good, and we do that on both sides. Again, this is just to activate the fibers in the muscle, get them working together on a muscle that's underactive. Good. So you can have them contracting at 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. So like with that one, you were going up 25%. You weren't pushing against me as hard as you could have been, but again, with progression, you can do that. Okay. Good. So the next one we're going to do some integrated exercises. You can stand up and I will get them all ready for you. Okay, so we perform integrated exercises to get intermuscular coordination. So that's, instead of having all the fibers in the one muscle talking to each other, it's making sure that like this muscle is coordinating with this one and our core is working. So it really involves a lot of different movements and different planes, like in the front, sagittal, in the frontal plane, and transverse. So it has you doing things all on one side of the body or opposite sides. So like this arm, this leg will be moving. So it's really more dynamic instead of just waking up the muscle. So the first one I'll get you to do, I'll demonstrate it for you first. So you'll have the ball just in between, like in the hollow of your back right here. Again, stand feet hip distance apart. Want to make sure your core is engaged, and then you're going to start down in a position like this. You're going to squat up and then bring the dumbbells overhead. to make sure that your shoulders are up, nice and relaxed position, and then bring it back down, lower it down to that squatted position, bring your arms back. And all of these motions are done really controlled. You can do 10 to 15 reps, up to 3 sets, and these kind of exercises can be done 3 to 5 times a week. Okay? So I'll get you to try that one. Shoulders, awesome. So you can start with them facing you, okay, and down into a squatted position. Good, and then you're gonna slowly squat up. Yeah. Oh. And then up and overhead. And you're gonna bring it together. Yeah, perfect, just like that. And then back down, just like that. Nice, slow, controlled movements. It's really getting your upper and lower body to talk to each other, the muscles to talk to each other. Just like that. Yeah. No, that's okay. Good. Down. So then come back up like this. And then up and over like that. Nope. That's facing that one. Perfect. Yeah, it's really about it's coordinating your muscles. Yeah. Thank you. That was good. Thank you. Awesome. And then the other one we can do for the shoulder complex, like you said, it's if you felt it in your glutes and everything like that. Yeah. So it's an exercise for your upper body, but you're using your whole body for it. So then the next one I'm gonna have you do, you're gonna do a step up to tabletop, and then you're gonna bring the weights up to shoulder level. I'm gonna have you try just the step up to tabletop first of all, just to make sure we're good and stable with that one. Again, you want to make sure your core's nice and tight.
So this?
Yeah. Up, and then you're going to bring that left leg up and hold it. Good thing we have the wall there for support.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then you can come back down. How'd that feel?
Wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly. That's okay. So you can bring that leg up. Relax down. Alright. So I'll get you to, this is the tabletop one. You want to make sure you have really good balance. You don't want to be doing these exercises and fall over because that completely defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
We want to be working on balance. And so for the shoulder complex, we'll do one other one. So it's kind of like the squatted one we just did. So you'll go down to a squat position, but then I'll get you to use the dumbbells for this one. But then as you go down, you're gonna lift them straight ahead in front of you and come back up. You're gonna squeeze your glutes on the way up. Make sure you maintain a nice tight core. Try to keep your chest up as much as possible and don't raise them any farther than your shoulder level.
Okay, so we're gonna go down.
Yeah, and then once you're down, up.